What's going on, guys? I'm your host Joss. Welcome back to Top 10 Beyond the Screen. Hang out with me until the end to catch the common features and blooper reel, and make sure you come say hi to us outside of YouTube. Our social media links are down below. We answer you. Sometimes. Today we are doing another part to our Where Are They Now series, and this one I am personally so excited for. Like, I don't think you will fully ever understand how happy I was to make this video happen, but I am. If you're a Disney Channel fan like me and a Miley Cyrus fan, then you were probably a huge fan of Hannah Montana. My top 10 list today is taking a look back at all the Hannah Montana stars and where they are now. Let's get started. Starting off the list is Moises Arias, but Hannah Montana fans would know him better as Rico Suave. The annoying kid who ran the surf shop called Rico's. Well, his parents owned it, but he ran the biz and made sure that everyone knew about it. Moises was just 12 years old when he started working on the show. He was an adorably short little guy with the little Justin Bieber flippin' hair. And if we're going off of appearance, he definitely has the most shocking transformation out of everyone on this list. He is now 25 years old and is rocking some dreadlocks and facial hair and kinda looks like Jack Sparrow from Pirates of the Caribbean. The only thing that remains the same is his height. He's still very short. Oh, and he also posts a bunch of topless pictures on his Instagram showing off his six-pack. Which makes me kind of uncomfortable because if I'm being honest, he's still 13 years old to me. So it's kind of a little bit creepy. But outside of appearance, he has a very successful career. He started his own photography company called 490TX and takes pictures for magazines, like big ones. He did a shoot of Kanye and Kim West and his pictures were actually used, which would be a huge deal for any photographer. On top of that, he is still doing some acting. He starred in movies like Pitch Perfect 3, The Wall of Mexico, and 5 Feet Apart. And let's remember, he's only 25 years old, so his career is just getting started. Next up at number 9 is Jason Earles. You guys remember the 30-year-old man who played Miley Cyrus' 16-year-old brother, right? If you didn't know that, I'm not kidding. He was actually 29 years old when he was cast to play the 16-year-old character Jackson Stewart. But you wouldn't have known because he genuinely looks 16 years old. You're probably trying to do the math in your head wondering how old that makes him now. Let me save you the time. He is now 42 years old. But he still looks the exact same. He was married to his ex-wife Jennifer Earles for 11 years and they had one daughter together named Noah Earles. They got a divorce back in 2013 and he got remarried in 2018 to a woman named Katie Dryson. As for his acting career, it did continue on after Hannah Montana. The series ended in 2011 and Jason continued to book whatever roles that he could. You can watch him in a few different TV series like Kickin' It, Welcome to Howler, and Hotel de Lune. He still posts about Hannah Montana on his social media pages, which is really fun, and he keeps in touch with the rest of the cast. Sliding into the number 8 spot is Billy Ray Cyrus. Most people knew who Billy Cyrus was long before he starred on the Disney series. His mullet was famously known, as well as a single, Achy Breaky Heart. He basically played himself on the show. His character's name was Billy Ray, and he played Miley's dad on the show. Imagine going to work every day with your dad. I have mixed emotions about that. He was one of the oldest cast members at the time, obviously, and overall he doesn't look much different. Just a little more gray and a lot more tattooed, which is kinda hot. So what has he been up to all these years? He went back to his music roots and released a few albums. But more recently he started touring with Lil Nas X after their song Old Town Road went viral and took the #1 place on the charts. Not gonna lie, was super random seeing this collaboration. Not sure how it even happened or how the idea came up. But people are really into it. And Billy Ray is hot. Let's be honest, I would totally go see him in concert. And at number 7 is Cody Linley. You would know him better as Jake Ryan, Miley's on and off boyfriend. Low-key, but not really low-key, every girl watching the show had a huge crush on him and we all freaked the F out when we saw them kiss for the first time. Cody was just 16 years old when he took on the role and stole the hearts of every teen girl watching. His character Jake led us on an emotional roller coaster. One minute we hated his arrogant personality and the next minute we were crying over his romantic gestures. The actor has always had positive things to say about his time on the show and working alongside Miley. Over the past 15 years he has booked some roles, but nothing that put him on the map the same way Hannah Montana did. The last role he booked was playing Matt Shepard in Sharknado 4 and 5, and we haven't seen him in anything in almost 3 years. But he is still pursuing an acting career and is now an acting coach where he helps others learn and practice the craft. He's now 30 years old and as far as I know, he's a single man, he's vegan, and he lives with his 3 dogs. Cody, call me sometime. I love dogs. Cruising into number 6 spot is Frances Callier, who took on the role of Hannah Montana's bodyguard, Roxy. We can never forget her famous line, "Roxy like a puma." She was on the series from 2006 to 2008 and played Hannah Montana's very protective bodyguard. She was very short and probably not the first person you would pick to be a bodyguard, but she was fiercely loyal and had a big heart. The reason she was hired in the first place was because she happened to be working at the wig shop when MILEY and her dad went to pick out a wig for her Hannah persona. Ultimately, Roxy is the one who chooses the signature blonde wig. After the series ended, Frances continued to act and has booked a role in Two Broke Girls, He's Just Not That Into You, The Cleveland Show, and even did voiceover work in Family Guy. She is now half of the comedy duo called Frangela, the other half is Angela V. Shelton. The duo does weekly podcasts and they appear as regulars on VH1's Best Week Ever. She is married to Thomas Green, and although they don't have any kids together, Frances has helped out on MTV's show called Made and helps children with their diets. Halfway through the list, number 5 is Ana Maria Perez de Tagle. Whoa, that is quite a name. She played Ashley on the Disney series. You would remember her as the popular school diva that always clashed with MILEY and Lily. And if you were like me, you hated her. They were basically each other's school enemies. Her face was all over Disney after she landed this role. You might also recognize her from the Camp Rock movies and from the 2009 movie Fame. But since Hannah Montana ended in 2011, she's only been able to book minor roles when it comes to film work. She did appear on Broadway in Godspell in 2011, and in more recent years, the now 28-year-old created a YouTube channel called Anna's Beauty Secrets where she vlogs her favorite beauty tricks. In her personal life, she got engaged in November 2018 to her longtime boyfriend Scott Klein Jr., and they got married earlier this year in June 2019. It seems like her focus is more on starting a family and settling down, and less on building an acting resume, which is totally fine. She was working in film all throughout her childhood and teens, so she's probably looking forward to this chapter of her life. Going hand in hand at number 4 is SHANICA Knowles. You can't have Amber without Ashley. SHANICA took on the role of the other school enemy. Amber and Ashley constantly teamed up against MILEY and Lily. Now, first things first, let's just clear the air. The most common question she gets asked is if she's related to Beyonce, and she's made it clear that the answer is no. So if you're wondering, there's no relation. She was another actress who spent her early teens on the Disney Channel. During her time on Hannah Montana, she was also in Super Sweet 16, Jump In, and Unfabulous. After landing her role of Amber in 2011, she went on to book roles in other TV series like Awkward, Melissa and Joey, and The Young and the Restless. Her most recent role was playing Talia in the new Life Size 2 movie, which for me personally would be a dream come true. The actress is now 28 years old and is hoping to help other artists with their dreams. She created an acting course called Inside Talents, which offers tools and support to artists who want to learn more about the craft. But don't forget that during her time on Hannah Montana, her character was also a singer and she had a killer voice. She is still singing. You can check out her latest single and music video called Selenite. Alright guys, here we are number 3 with Mitchell Musso. He took on the role of Oliver Oaken throughout the entire series, MILEY and Lily's guy best friend. The three of them made a hilarious trio, and most people would agree that he was a fan favorite. After his time ended on the show, he got a lead role in another Disney series called Pair of Kings, where he played King Brady. On top of that, he was also doing voiceover work for Jeremy Johnson on the animation series Phineas and Ferb. His career was skyrocketing, but then when he was just 20 years old, he got arrested for a DUI. Because of the charge, he lost his role on the show and his character was written out of it. He disappeared from the spotlight for a few years, but in more recent years, he came back. He booked a role on the TV series called Milo Murphy's Law, and he did reunite with the rest of the Hannah Montana cast last year in 2018. He still looks the same as he did before, just with shorter hair. He's been pretty quiet this year and he's remained off social media ever since then, so it's kinda hard to say what he's truly up to these days. He's now 28 years old like most of his other co-stars, and I am not sure if he's single or not. Sorry guys. He's cute though. He's cute. In spot number 2 is Emily Osment, who did a flawless job when it came to playing the role of Lily Trescott. Let's be honest, MILEY's tomboy best friend Lily was an icon. She had a skater style, almost like some kind of Avril Lavigne vibe, and she was just simply hilarious. The actress has gone on to have the most successful career when it comes to acting, mainly because she has stayed consistent and only focused on that part of the entertainment industry. After the series ended, she continued to book acting roles all while going to college. Yes, the Disney star attended college like any other student. She went to Occidental College in Los Angeles where she studied theater for 2 years. And it seems like her focus and hard work paid off because she landed lead roles on a handful of TV series. She played Roxy on Cleaners, Gabby Diamond on the show Young and Reckless, Teresa in the Kaminsky Method, and Roxy Doyle in Almost Family, which came out this year. She is killing it. The 27-year-old is just getting started by the looks of it. Speaking of looks, she also has not aged a day. She looks the exact same and I am a little bit jealous. Taking over the number 1 spot on our list is of course Miley Cyrus. I know that I don't really have to update you guys on where she's at because she's one of the biggest pop stars in Hollywood, and even if you don't follow her, her life is all over the media anyways. It is no secret that the reason Miley is famous is because of her role as Hannah Montana. It's what set her entire career in motion. She was only 11 years old when she booked the role, and her entire childhood was on the Disney Channel under a very heavy spotlight. Since leaving the show, she did continue to act for some time. She appeared in a couple of movies, LOL, So Undercover, and The Last Song. Her main focus has been on music throughout the years though, and I don't think I really need to talk about it because it is all over the radio and music charts. She's basically everywhere. But fans were thrilled to see her make a return to acting a few months ago on the TV series Black Mirror. As for her love life, let's be honest, it's a show. She was married to Liam Hemsworth for 8 months, then they got separated, then she was making out with a girl in Greece or something, and now she's publicly dating Cody Simpson, who is also from the Disney Channel. And all of this happened in a matter of like 2 months. So yeah, she's been a busy girl. Alright guys, that is our list. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and let me know in the comments what you are thinking. While you're doing that, I'm gonna check out some comments from some of my other videos. Jared Quinney says, who is Lizzo? Bro, you're joking, right? Nelson Chris says, I don't know anybody in these videos. I do know Jocelyn though. Well, that is all you really need to know, right? I am the most important. People can make, ew, you're so conceited. It's a joke. Relax. Maddie Dias says, I was hoping you'd put Jenna Marbles on here. I watch her every week religiously. She's the best human being. You just earned some points, Joss. Hey! Jenna Marbles is a saint. Literally, she's like an OG of YouTube. I love her. Kendra Licato says, yet another video that needs a part 2. By the way, I hope your voice recovers soon. Thank you, it did. I actually ate raw garlic for 3 days in a row and it helped my cold. It's disgusting, but I swear by it. Alright guys, there's another part to our Where Are They Now series. Let us know who you want to see next. Although I would love to do Hannah Montana all over again. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and ring the notification bell so that you never miss another video. In the meantime, enjoy the bonus content. I'm so excited! His character Jake led us on an Damn it, Jocelyn!
Saucy.
Oh, Jossie saucy, you're being sassy! Cruising into the number 6 spot is Francis Callier. Whoa, that sounded like a bird! By the way, I hope your voice recovers soon. Thank you. Gotta get them criminals. Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters.